Hello, everybody. All right. So the sweet spot for the Legionnaire would be about level 10 here. Let's see. We're gonna go left-hand tree. We're gonna go straight down, and we're gonna get War Cry. Make sure we map that and upgrade it. We're gonna go ahead and get Walking Fortress. Upgrade that. I'll explain everything here in a little bit. Um, Now after that, few things you can do. You can get adamant, you can get turn the bolt, you can get trusted steel. Adamant and trusted steel are both the same basically. Actually, they are 20% more bonus to armor. Um, actually, you know what? I'll get both of those. All right, so that's the bread and butter of the build for right now. Let's see. We're gonna go and explain. Basically, this one obviously it's self-explanatory. You make yourself a bigger threat. Reduced any attacks coming from the front by 20%. Warcry. You it's basically the taunt of the Legionnaire. You taunt all the enemies in a what is it? Doesn't say what you call it. It doesn't say how long or the radius of it. But you taunt them for 4 seconds, getting 20% guard per enemy for 16 seconds. Now the upgrade for that would give you an additional, oh no, 20, an additional 200% armor for 10 seconds. That's a lot of armor. I've gotten up to I think 900, if not 1,000 armor by running a rock armor tonic and war cry at the exact same time. Give me 1 second. Sorry. I had to reply back to Chunky there. Walking Fortress, self-explanatory. You're basically a walking fortress. You cannot get knocked down. You cannot die. You're immune to everything for 10 seconds. The upgrade is also another bread and butter to the Legionnaire if you have a few items, which I will go through here in a second. For each attack that strikes you while you have Walking Fortress active, you gain 10% guard. Alright, now on to the potions. Again, like I said in the majority of my videos, if you're kind of new to the game, regeneration, healing mist, and rock armor are going to be your best bets. Inventory wise, let me actually go ahead and put on. I'm going to run the hack on. There's a reason I'm going to run it. One is the Walking Fortress on hit. Reason I'm running this is in case you guys have the shield over here. Where is it? Istanol. Really great shield, gives you 10% chance to grant 5 seconds of Walking Fortress. So these, I'm running the hack on, that way if people have the shield but don't have the hack on, you can still kind of see what's going to happen. It's been also great shield. Stinking Cheater's an alright shield. Shield of the Dragon, not the greatest, but it's the best one you have, run it. Shield of the Emperor is another great shield. I'm gonna run the Winter's Breath because I like running it. It gives me more damage, but I take more damage. Let me go back to the Emperor's Shield and explain that a little bit here. So you heal 50% of the damage taken over 10 seconds. So basically, as long as you're taking damage, you're healing. And with the Legionnaire, as long as you got guard up, you'll be healing. Alright, back to the one-handers. If you have the hack on, run it, obviously. Velith Atridium, great one, gives you 5 guard on hit. As you see, the other stats right there. Revere Defender Longsword, the same thing, just lower version, gives 3 guard on hit. Bitter Axe, really great one for lower levels because you can wail on like 4 enemies and then kill one of them and kill all 4 of them. They explode for 100% weapon damage. Longsword of the Dragon gives you 9% heal on kill. Really not the greatest, but better than nothing. Alright, on to the accessories. Let me go ahead and put on this right away. Um, Really not much you can run on him. You could run, I'm gonna run the Enhanced Warcry, why not? And then, Life Drain Ring if you have it, Ability Ring, like I said, really not much you really can run on it. Belt of Health if you have it. I'm running Stagger Belt. If you have the Amulet of Renewal, I have not picked it up in a while. Amulet of Renewal is a great option. Alright, let's not keep my friends here waiting any longer.
There's been trouble nearby. It's up to us to put a stop to it. We will triumph this day, I'm sure of it. They're traveling to an old castle, once home to some Orlesian.
No worries, Chunk.
The Red Templars are involved. If we're lucky, we'll strike them all down.
Alright, so there's gonna be something I want to show you guys with the Legionnaire as well. I can't physically show you because you have to be in the Fade to see it. But you can, if you see somebody, like if you're in a 2-stack or whatnot, and one of you dies and your Lego is the last one alive, you can go ahead and watch and see if it happens. But right here, so there's no enemies alive. Let me make sure that one dies. You can pop Warcry right now, and you'll gain the 200% extra armor, but not use it. So it's kind of like right now you activate it, boom, say I got hit for once. Now I can come in here, and if you guys run low on guard, you can go ahead and pop it as well. All right, so when you get knocked down, you can do payback strike to get your butt back up, or you can use Walking Fortress. But I like to save Walking Fortress for oh shit type of situation. All right, looks like we got a lurker up here. So let's go ahead and Warcry a big group of enemies. Alright, so right here it just activated. Now my guard will not go down for the duration. Let's see if I can't get my guard to take some damage here. Or not. I love playing my Lego. I normally don't play him this way. I normally play him the DPS way. And if you guys want to see a video on the DPS build for the Lego, let me know. I'll make a YouTube video for that. But I personally recommend this one for the newer players, unless you have at least like 200 Constitution. And even then, I still run. I've ran the tank build like I am right here on Nightmare and Heartbreaker before.
Some of our forces were cornered by the enemy. It's up to our best.
The main goal of the Legionnaire obviously is a tank, so you're gonna want to try to like get the attention of like the horrors here, or like stuff that will kill your teammates faster. Normally when we're playing we'd have all three Mage, Warrior, and Rogue, but I'm more focused on my making this guide and also working on my Constitution, so that's why you see that we have, what is it, two Rogues and a Lego. So a great time to use your Walking Fortress would be if there are supplies, a down teammate, heirlooms. Really, that's about it. Unless like you're playing demons and you're stun locked by the terrors, that's a good time to activate your Walking Fortress, and then you can like payback strike the terrors. And I just think it's funny, you guys saw me put on the Superb Amulet of Aggression, as well as have the 25% threat uh, increase, and they're still targeting my friends over there.
We should decide on a plan of attack while we can.
I hope I don't walk into the wall. Looking for the nug, looking for the nug. Really isn't the job of a Lego, but I can kill it in one hit, and I don't want it getting away. That's free gold, so I'm just gonna run up here. That's why I use a stagger belt right there. That assassin just got staggered off me. Also with the Lego, try to be shield walling as much as possible. You get a lot of XP from it. That little noise you just heard right there was from the Unbound on the Hack-On. It's old ability. It's basically Livid. But back on Xbox 360, back in the good old days, uh, there was Unbound in the game. Like I said, it's basically Livid, but it was a little bit different. Basically, it's just extra guard you're getting, so it's really not much. You don't have to really worry about that noise. Just know that you're getting extra guard. I'm surprised they haven't worked or back when they changed it, they didn't rework the hack on and the shield to say livid instead. Oh no, chunk. Rip. So yeah, right there, if you were getting surrounded, you'd activate Walking Fortress. Luckily, there was Silent Sister there with Warcry. Great ability on her too.
There's so much life on the surface.
Troubling news about a certain party with
Don't forget that door. A lot of people forget that door. It's kind of funny watching them forget it. Another good ability instead of Warcry, which like I said, I don't like using this second ability I'm going to talk about here, is Counter Strike. Yeah, it's really great. You taunt the whole map. I'll show you guys here in a second after this game. But basically, you taunt the whole map, which is great because like right now I can taunt those enemies down there to come to me. But all you get is extra guard, and if you're low level, like say somebody that's like I don't know 20s across the board, 20, 20, 20, right? You get that extra guard, but your guard is weak. What I mean by that is your guard is proportionate to the amount of constitution you have. So basically, right now, my guard, even if I had like say 25% guard, that guard would be stronger than say somebody else's guard that would be at 100% because I have more constitution, more health. I don't know the exact percentage, and I don't know if anybody does, but it's a percentage based off your health.
Look at that.
Same thing with your barrier on the arcane warrior, on your Cerebith, on anybody. So like, if there was a keeper in here that was putting barrier on top of my Lego, it'd be proportionate to my constitution as well. So get in here, Warcry. Warcrying and then shield walling right after is a great way for XP as well. How dare you, Behemoth? So right there, activate it. Don't get knocked down. You're good to get your friend back up with ease.
Well done, my friend.
Yeah, see, even with my threat, they're still spawning in and going directly towards them. Kind of funny. Go ahead and weaken them for Bandit.
enemies right past this doorway. Do we have a plan?
It doesn't look like they're right past this doorway, Lego. Looks like they're kind of nowhere to be seen.
Try not to get in the explosions.
Speechless.
Yeah, try to get the attention of the commander, and right before he go, oh, I got a double walking fortress. I should not have gotten knocked down there, but that's weird. Eventually you'll get into a stun lock, so just have to take the beating, that's what you're here for. And occasionally come, oh, never mind, blows did it, but yeah, occasionally go over there and still tank other enemies. That was strange, I should not have gotten knocked down there, I had my walking fortress on.
Good work.
Alright. Normally, when I play, I like to funnel them, but Mr. Blows is having fun, which is awesome. I'm glad he's having fun. That's what I like to see, people enjoying games. Oh,
A victory worthy of the Legion.
yeah, like right now, if Bo he should have popped his war cry before, and he would have not had he would have had the 200% extra armor, and yeah, he wouldn't have any guard. But once say he got like low or once his duration was about to wear off, he could pop it again and gain more armor and more guard. So basically, he'd enter the fight of like I don't know the 7 8 people that were there with an extra 200% guard, right, or 200% armor, and then after the armor wore out, he could go ahead and reactivate it.
No casualties, only the necessary scars. Our agents did well.
All right. So now we got to level 12. There's a few things you can do. You definitely want to bounce over to the right tree and get Bear Maws of Wolves right away, because that will protect you guys from getting backstabbed, which is right here. You can't be flanked by enemies, and you're less likely to be staggered when hit from the front. Um, After that, really, that's about your build done, other than getting more passives like Turn the Bolt, getting Cunning Words, Bulwark if you want the extra guard. You can even upgrade Payback Strike. Oop, other one. You can even upgrade Payback Strike if you want. You do more damage with Payback Strike, and if you recently taken damage, you also stun taunted enemies. So you can War Cry, then do Payback Strike and stun all those enemies, which you can set up for a Templar combo, which you can dispel them, or you can set it up for like say an Afar to Crushing Leap. So very good potential for cross-class combos with the Lego. Um, but yeah, that's my recommended guide for the Lego. The Counter Strike was all the way down here. But like I said, I don't personally recommend it. I've seen people use it. I've used it myself, but I like the guide that I just gave you, the build I just gave you there. It's really tanky, low cooldowns, very fundamentally a tank with extra 40% bonus to armor, plus a 200% right there. Which I'm still flabbergasted by the increased threat and my amulet of increased threat, and they're still going after them before they taunt. But let me know down below what characters you'd want next. I have a few in mind, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. Take care.